Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday Madness Reefer Style. I am Crumbawig 420. I want to thank you guys all for being here for our Monday morning live. Couple of housekeeping things before I get into the side chat. This channel and lives for 21 years or older. Nothing ever for sale or trade. And everything that we do on here is for documentary and educational purposes. All righty. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'm going to have a little sip of water and then we're going to get right into the side chat. With a big thank you to everybody who's here already. So, all righty, Brad, good morning, my friend. You were in here early, 4:28. Nice. Jess, good to see you. I'm glad you remembered we were live this morning. Now you can hang out with us. That's super cool. Yes, indeed, Brett, the 4:30 rip, I did take that with you. I did indeed. Gyro, good morning, my friend. Gene, how are you? Did you happen to see my watcher over my garden right now? Pretty badass. Thank you, good sir. Scottish, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? John Boy. Good to see you, Lori. There you are. Indeed. Yes, Gene, it was the 420 rip. I did miss that, though. I was out in the kitchen screwing around or something. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Maine, good morning, my friend. Good morning. Ooh, John Boy reporting in with 23 degrees Fahrenheit in West Tennessee this morning. We are 34 now here in good old Oswego. Is that King Green I see coming in laughing at us, saying, ha, you stoners? That's us, King Green. That is us. Good morning, my friend. Mr. Crowley, how are you? How are you, good sir? Weedaholics. I hope everything's going well in your world this fine day. I know, Gene. He's just chilling, keeping track to everything. I fucking like that. I like that. Grower Mo, good morning. Good morning indeed. Just kicking back, little coffee, little water, little weed. We got a little bit of everything going on today. Awful nice. Have some okay weather. I'm liking that. Got a little snow in the forecast for Thursday. I guess we're supposed to get, 4 inches, which could mean no snow all the way up to 1.5 feet. I guess it depends on how the lake feels. Oh, nice. Weedaholics. Weedaholic said, posted a couple of shorts on my road to 150 subs. Nice. Nice indeed. Have to get over there and check those out. Nice. Got you open on my screen so I can watch those afterwards. Pretty freaking nice. What's everybody smoking on this morning? What is everyone smoking on? So we did have some little snow yesterday. Enough that we've got a really bad intersection down. Oh, no shit. Scotty. Is Scotty in here yet? Holy shit. That's freaking awesome. Scotty just hit 900 subs. That is sweet. That is super cool. I saw him over on Jack Ash's page, but I was lurking, and then I got off from there before I got a chance to really say hi to anybody. So that's awesome. Good for Scotty. Royal Gorilla, says Mr. Crowley. Lori said it's like one corner keeps getting lower and lower. I don't know what that's in reference to, Lori, unless I'm tipping over, which I could be. Stone Root is breaking up some rocky hill, trying to settle my stomach. Oh, got an upset stomach this morning, Stone. That sucks. Sucks to wake up with an upset stomach. I usually have Zofran around in case that happens. Yeah, that's a bitch, though. Indeed, indeed. It's 5:30, everybody, for anybody interested in that first or second rip of the morning. Cheers, cheers, everyone. Yeah, the stone we got wasn't, or the snow we got wasn't anything super great, but there's a really bad intersection at the end of our road, and Crumbled daughter got in an accident last night, went off the road, ripped her whole, that plastic thing inside your wheel well, that all tore out and a bunch of other shit, but she's fine. She is fine. The car will be fine. So it's just a pain in the ass when that stuff happens. It's that Hookstagram I see in Momanics. What is going on? Cheers, cheers, my friends. Cheers, cheers. Cheers, cheers. Oh, good. There's even a little more left in this. Yo, good morning, Jaden. Good morning indeed. Thanks for stopping in. Thank you, thank you. First time I've seen you here. Good morning. Let me hop on over and see. Oh, all right, Jaden. You're a friend with YD Boys and I Love Weed Live. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let me go ahead and moderate you up in here. When I moderate you up, I just want to give you my quick little moderator lecture if you're all right with that. So just bear with me for a second. Now that you're a moderator, this room is for 21 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing for sale or trade ever. Please don't spam the shit out of the side chat with anything other than canned spam or spam from Monty Python. All other spam is rejected. Don't beg for money either. It's not a good look. Only Beans gets to do that. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Sub up to one another. You got a wrench, you can go right over there and do that. Drop a comment, drop a like. They'll probably come back and do the same for you. If we have trolls, we're going to nicely escort them to the door, and please try not to engage. And most of all, if you're here, let's have some fun. Yeah, I'm glad she is too. Is that Frank I saw come in? Good morning, Frank. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, me too, Stone Root. She called me up all upset, and it's like, it's just a car. She's like, I don't have money. It's like, neither do I, but we'll figure it out. So, Reborn, good morning. It was a little bit of a bummer, but we got through it. We got through it indeed. So yes, welcome, Jaden, and thanks for stopping in to see us this morning. Smoky Rides, good morning. Yeah, I think you're right, Lori. I think you're very right. That front end's going to be out of alignment. Hey, it's a true story, Frank. You're right, John Boy, but you know, you're talking about spam. Now, is spam going to be on the chopping block now that they want to take a look at all these processed foods and everything? Well, we see the end of spam as we go through with our new food pyramid, or whatever you want to call it, the food triangle. Yeah, it's true, Frank. It's true. I think it's for everybody. My brother calls and gloats a little bit because he's got a lot of money, but yeah, no kidding, Lori. You know what, though? Back when I was having car problems before, when Mrs. Wig and I were both just waiting on garages to have space available to get us in, the number of people that reached out to me and said, man, if you could get your car here, I'll get you taken care of, was fucking amazing from you guys on here. So lots of love for that. Yo, Tom Kerr, good morning, my friend. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, South Florida, I have heard, does have, they got a lot of chop shops too, Frank. I bet you. I just had to throw that out there, but yes, I've heard they do. They got gorgeous cars down there. They don't have to deal with all the weather we do up here. So they really, I mean, up here you need the fucking salt and snow guard 10,000 because the first year you drive your car during the winter, you sure as shit. Frank said, Tom, stop telling my secrets. That's kind of funny. Funny indeed. Put that back over there. Pretty much, Frank. Bubble wrap the car. You know, I will say something. My thought was just leave the car. I'll look at it in the morning. Her boyfriend went out, either pulled out or put the bumper back on, one or the other. I never went out and looked at the car because it was pitch black out and cold. But he took it back to work last night, so it must be okay. So I'm glad about that. It'll happen, Frank. It'll happen. That it will. The back end of the garden is getting lower at the back. It's okay 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, you know, it's scary at first, Frank, when they start driving, but it's one of those things where you just kind of have to let go. And it sucks because there are times you'll be sitting at home thinking about your kids whipping down the road in 2,000 pounds of steel with little brake pads that stop it from, well, that make it stop. It's very scary at that when you're looking at it from that standpoint. Yo, Roots Run Deep. What's going on, my friend? Really, Tom? That's kind of cool to know. Used to do paint and body work. Cool. How is everyone, said Roots. I am doing fantastic. I am hoping everybody else is doing equally as well. I didn't know you came from the transmission business, Frank. See, we're learning new stuff all the time here. That we are. Oh, that's cool, Stone. Stone said at 4 years old, my kid does pretty good with his mini electric John Deere. Even made us put a trailer on it. That's great. Really, John Boy? You had a few cars. Oh, they just wind up on their roof a couple of times just out of nowhere? Huh. Imagine that, John Boy. Yeah, God knows, Frank. I've paid for transmissions before, but never done anything with the transmission. Nope. Very intimidating to crumble. Oh, yeah, I bet that is a huge difference between like then, back when I worked on cars, and now has to be huge with everything being electric. Or electronic, I guess would be the correct term. Ba, 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 ba. I had an uncle like that, John Boy. 3 different occasions, trees jumped out in the middle of the road. They weren't there, and then they were there. Yep. You're right, Stone. Both you and Tom. It sucks working on cars these days, and they are more computer than car. Hey, Weedaholics, I will check out the new stuff you posted. You have a super great day, and enjoy life. It's short. You have fun out there. 540, everybody. For those of you counting, and there's 19 of us wandering around in here, that's always nice. As I said, I know Jack Ash is on right now. He's got a good crew of people over there kicking around with him. I was over there earlier today watching Arcane Cavort. He was doing some serious ripping on his rig over there. He was snorting like a bull, man. I don't know who else made that comment over there, but man, he was solid ripping on that. Anybody got anything exciting planned for this week? Any big projects going on? Any floor installations, plumbing, electrical, furnace-y type shit, home projects? Gonna move some plants around, Lori? I should. Ooh, optometrist appointment, Frank. They're gonna dilate your eyes? I used to hate that. I would believe that, Stone. Yeah. It's just so hard to access anything. That's why when I needed the fuel injector, I could have done it myself. But there's no way to access it. It was just a pain in the ass. That's all. And it came down to time, money, and everything else. And even though we had to wait, it still would have been easier to have them do it than do it myself. Oh, Frank, that blows. You got cataracts they can do something about maybe, or something like that? Those mailboxes are strong. They're like aliens, John boy. That shit will jump right out, and then your car popped on its roof. It was like your tires got intimidated by the mailboxes, and boom. Oh, yeah, many home projects, King Green. I know how that is. That's why I brought up the whole gambit of them, because I know at this time of year, not that everybody's got a ton of disposable income, but it's a nice time to try and get some projects out of the way. Oh, there you go, Lori. Tall ones in that corner and bring the older bent from Bud girls up. Yo, Miss 420, good morning, good morning. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Always nice to see you. Grower Mo, you're building a new chicken run? Okay, nothing wrong with that. Oh, geez, Frank, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Wow. Now, hopefully they can. I know they've made a lot of progress and with a lot of stuff, especially with vision lately. So we'll say some prayers, throw them your way, and yeah. Nice. Yeah, I've lost my mailbox twice this year already. I called the town, and the last time they came and put it back up for me. I don't know how long it's going to last. I mean, that was just 2 days ago or 3 days ago they put up the new one. Oh, Lori, you got hens? That's cool. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for that, Frank. A lot to be said for that. Especially if you thought it was going to happen in your 20s. The pox survived. Nice, Stone. Minnesota Magic Man, what's up? What is up? Hey, it's 5:45, everybody. Get a little hydration on. Let's see if we can. Rip. Cheers, cheers, everybody. You know, I'm sitting here thinking for a second that I really want to say congratulations to fucking Scotty. And I just realized I got him in my phone. I can text him. There we go. Just sending him a quick message. There we go. Perfect. Your chickens are laying eggs at the neighbors. That's kind of funny, Grower Mo. That is kind of funny. Oh, they don't want to do laser on you, Frank? Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Crumble's vision's I'm not going to say back and forth. I feel very lucky that I don't have a lot of problems other people do. My biggest problem is driving at night. That's the biggest thing that I fucking hate. But I wear trifocals now. I just seldom wear my glasses. Lori said her eyes got better with age. Nice. Wow, Frank. You must have your screen up big like I do. Like on my phone for the font size and everything. Yeah, I have it pretty huge. Yo, William Bartow, it's been a minute. How are you, my friend? How is it going? Yo, Green Oracle, good morning. Good morning. Just tending the room. Bringing humidity back up after the night, bubbling some water for tomorrow's feeding. Nice, Minnesota. Should put a little bin over there with a little slot in it for them to drop some change in to reimburse you for the eggs, Mo. Yo, good morning, Chiefin. Good morning, my friend. Yeah, I figured, Frank. Work for William. Always. Yo, we will, Chief, and thanks for stopping in and saying, hey, you have yourself a fantastic day. Super, super fantastic, and be safe out there. I don't know. Am I lagging, Lori? Lori said, did anybody notice the internet is slower? I noticed yesterday I had a number of problems with the stream. I don't know if anybody else did, but I did. A lot of buffering on my side of StreamYards. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Miss 420. You know, in the middle of everything going on, we got to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, too. I'm sure that maybe that's something new that popped up for you, but jeepers. Hopefully you'll be able to get it in line for you, Miss 420. Sounds good, Chiefin. You too. Good God. John Boy. That's like a fortress for your mail. Holy shit. Nice, though. I bet it doesn't get blown off by the plow trucks. Oh, I bet, William. 30 years of welding definitely can beat up the eyeballs. Yo, legs, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Jimmy John, what's up? Really, Stone Root? Huh. What's going on, Brett, my friend? Brett said my shit's all messed up this morning. Well, that's no good. It's 5:50. We can fire one up and get you back on track if that's where our problem is. We haven't ingested enough cannabis this morning. There hasn't been enough consumption. Yeah, no kidding, Lori. The wing blade. Yo, Cavort, I was talking about you before. I was watching over on Jack Ashes taking those huge rips. That was impressive. Impressive indeed. Jimmy John, you're heading out to go swim laps? Good for you. Way to get that exercise in. That's a popular one up here in Minnesota. The milk cans with the concrete in them. Yeah, the first couple of years our mailbox was fine. And then last year and this year, it's just been brutal. Maine, that was pretty funny asking Jimmy John if he's going to use the bird bath to do laps. That's freaking funny. I bet, Jimmy John boy. I bet. Gene said I swim in the hot tub. Nice. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. Huh. Oh, that's kind of cool, Stone. Yeah, I don't know a lot about chickens. I do not. I know that Crumble's sister had them for a while. The guy across the street has them. Just nothing that I'm interested in. Though when the price of eggs was up, if we went through tons of them, that wouldn't have been a problem. But the guy across the street was bringing them to me. He'd bring me eggs. I'd give him some weed. Perfect barter system. Perfect barter system indeed. Yeah, I think it was a pretty blazy weekend, Gene. That's a nice way to put it. I like that. The lazy, blazy weekend. Though I got stuff done. We did have a very nice graduation party for Crumble's daughter on Saturday. That was pretty cool. If I forgot to mention that yesterday, which I very well may have. But yeah, it was nice. Had a lot of people show up for that. So it was good. I mean, if you think about it, you spend all that time going to school for a master's degree, and it's nice to get people together and talk about everyone that supported them during that whole process and everything. So glad that could be done for Crumble's daughter. Let me tell you something, though. It's definitely seeming like time to light a joint. Oh, Gene, yes, Ziggy as well. He's resting at the moment, to tell you the truth. But I will get him up in a little bit. Absolutely. Is that Syntax I just saw come in? A splash of this and a splash of that. That's how Lori said I measure lately. Nice. Syntax, what's going on, buddy? What is going on? What is going on? So I will tell you something interesting is I've been going back and forth over the last couple of days with trying to figure out what adjustments I'm going through right now have to do with my medication reduction and how much of anything has to do with still withdrawing from anything nicotine, not nicotine associated, but cigarette associated. So, yeah, it's interesting this morning. Things feel just a little bit skewed. Thanks, Gavort. Sister went to school for 15 years to get a master's in adult psychology and child psychology. Yes. And my concern is, how are you ever going to make enough money to pay back those loans? Are you going to have to live in poverty forever? And hopefully not. Oh, you watered everything yesterday? Nothing to do this morning, Syntax? Wow, I'm sorry. You can hang out with us. That might be fun for a little bit. Ooh, that had to be an ouchie, John boy. A mule plow set in concrete and you hit that? Absolutely. You know, Frank, you're asking how the wean-off process from the gabapentin has been. I was talking to Mrs. Wig about it yesterday and saying, I am starting to notice some pain in some places, but not like what I had before. And I know part of that's attributed to I did have a surgery to correct some of the issues that I had going on. But still the same. I don't think it's been that bad. I think coming fully off from it, like when I get down to the 300 milligrams a day, then I think it's going to get iffy. I think it's going to be different then. But I don't know. Syntax said, I have a master's in audio engineering, kind of used to the studios are owner operated now. Yeah. Times changed. You know, they did what was a great idea for the funny thing is when you're going to school for a certain degree, it takes you X amount of time to get it. And by the time you get out, some of those jobs are no longer there. It's shifted. Technology has changed it. Yeah, Gene, your brother has a master's in accounting and still paying for the loans. Yep. Well, you know, that's good for her, Grower Mo. It is. I mean, I don't begrudge anybody that has them. It's a fantastic thing. I just hope that they aren't in debt for eternity in getting it. Minnesota said, moving my light up a couple more inches this morning. Oh, you're having a little tacoing going on? Yeah, it's just, no short fuse. No, if I have anything short fuse wise, some of that I did in the beginning when I first came off from, when I first stopped smoking. I had a wicked short fuse, but it wasn't at people. It was at my fucking dogs. They just irritated the shit out of me. Legs being a master joint roller, that does count for something. Oh, nice, Cavort. Going to be heading upstairs to do a little watering. That's beautiful. Gene said, tacoing. I love tacos. Yo, good morning, homie. Good morning. You rolling in? I'm just seeing you. We're coming right up on 6 o'clock. And it is 6 o'clock. I didn't even swap out my bowl. What the fuck am I doing here? I had a full 15 minutes to do it. See how much I'm paying attention here. Cheers, cheers, everyone. Wow. Ooh. That was a nice one. Yeah, I was on total off as I'm coughing here. I'll wait till I'm finished. Then I can actually respond. Woo! That one got me a little bit. That it did. I must admit. Oh, no kidding, Cavort. You off cigarettes with Leonidas? Yeah. Scotty, good morning, my friend. Good morning. And congratulations. Super congratulations. Hitting 900 is fucking huge. So good for you, man. Good for you. No, Gene. Two different things. I know, that's super awesome. Scotty hitting 900. Yes, yes. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Yo, Rock Solo. What is going on, my friend? And thanks for stopping over. I'm coughing like a fucking engine trying to start. Damn. There we go. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better. Yeah, I'm down right now. I was on 1,800 twice a day, and I'm now down to 300 milligrams 2 times a day. But I seriously think that this last hump is going to be a big deal. But it's spread out over weeks, so I'm not killing myself over it. Yo, Big Movie, thanks for swinging in to say hey. I appreciate you, my friend. Be safe out there. Be safe, be safe. Also, I know I forgot to ask you the other day, but I hope you had a great time bowling and you did well. So, you have yourself a beautiful day, Big, and we will catch up later. Oh, no problem, Scotty. No problem. Yo, Kick, good morning. Good morning, Kick. How are you? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Stone Root said, I hope everyone finds the medicine they need. I just went from vomiting to being ready to take on the day in 3 bowls of my Rocky Hill. Sometimes the medicine is just what we need. Yo, Maine, that is. Maine's got over 100 subs on his fishing channel already. That is awesome. And I know you've been getting killer views too, because I've been over there checking it out, which is great. It just really goes to show you the difference between content, you know, and how incredibly different it can be when it comes from views and all that stuff. You know, you got somebody posting something on fishing and they've got 1,500, 2,500 views. You post something of a plant and you're lucky if you got fucking 80. I do believe that to be correct, Gene. Gene said is tacoing where it's too hot and your leaves start to fold in like a taco. I think they start to curve up like that so that the leaf resembles that taco look. Yeah, dogs can be fun, Minnesota. They definitely have their own fucking personalities, I'll tell you that. Really, Frank? See, I have to come off from that too. I'm on Abilify and Lamictal and gabapentin and buspirone. And I'm working to come off from all of them. So we'll see. No problem, Cavort. We'll be here. Oh, okay, Minnesota. Makes sense. Oh, it can happen from low humidity too, Maine? But it can happen from light also, can't it? The tacoing? I'm hypothesizing. Now I'm going to refill my coffee. Nice. Nice. Okay, so King Green's saying the same thing. Sometimes if the fan is too close, it'll cause them to taco. Just dealt with that this week. All fixed. Nice. I didn't know that. So thanks, guys. I could never do the Seroquel, Frank. I had it. They prescribed it to me for years. And I think out of the 3 years I was on it, I took it maybe 4 times. I just couldn't stand how unconscious it made me. Okay, that's cool to know. So it could be one of those things that it could have multiple things affecting it. Nice. Huh. That's cool. You know, that's what I heard. It was hard for me, Frank. When I came off from working overnights, I went on it to, the plan was to regulate my sleep, but I don't know. Me and sleep. Sometimes if I sleep too much, I'm afraid I'm missing everything going on, and that's not a good crumble place for my brain. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, no, nothing along those lines for the gabapentin for me, Miss 420. It just is not a medication I think I need nor want to be on anymore. I think the side effects and everything else by far outweigh the benefits. I know, it's like a literal tranquilizer, Brett. See, I could get a solid 8 hours of sleep, Frank. Take it, go to bed, wake up 8 hours later. I just didn't like it. I didn't trust it. Anything that could turn my brain on and off in that like accuracy really freaking was creepy to me. Indeed, a little cheers to everybody. They do want everybody to be a zombie. And if they're not going to do it with medicine, they're going to do it with our food. Yeah, I'm going to the food direction again. Gavin never worked when they had you on it, Frank? Good. I'm glad it didn't work, Frank. That's one less thing you got to fucking worry about now. Yo, good morning, Inu. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, did it really, Minnesota? Huh? Yeah, I don't mean that in a bad way. Like people could be like Crumbles being an asshole. He told Frank good. No, you don't fucking want to be on it. I know, John Boy, you're right. You're right. It's a sucky problem to have, and people don't understand it. They're like, just fucking take your medicine and go to sleep. For some things, yes. Like, I will say one thing. If you are trying to stop drinking alcohol and trying to regulate your sleep, Seroquel can be very beneficial. I will say that. But other than that, I can't trust the medication. And I never used it for that. I just know that it's very beneficial for people who have to function and just can't do that. Two. So, Scotty, you end up being off today? I can't keep track of your days off other than knowing that you're usually off on your Wednesdays. Kind of would hope that they'd hop your days off together because I know you're there late at night. Yo, TZ, what is up? Whoop, whoop. Fair enough, Kick. Fair enough. Good morning, TZ. Yo, Dragon Grows 420 is in the house. Yes, happy Moon Day. Oh, you do work today, Scotty? Nice. Nice indeed. Boy, this joint doesn't want to stay lit on me today. It's okay, we'll get another nice solid couple of puffs off from it before we'll roll up on the 615 rip. Indeed, bunch of legends running around in here today. Ooh, Inu's got some banana ice today. That sounds good. Sounds real good. I have yet to encounter any of the banana strains. Nope. Really haven't had a lot along the fruity, sweet line of things. I mean, obviously, you know I'm sitting on the strawberry kush right now, which I'm loving. And the blueberries I've had before, I like that. Blueberry muffin, that was a solid one. Yeah. Absolutely, Kick. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to alter your diet, Miss 420. It's the reality of things, especially with diabetes, but it's fixable depending on what stage you're at, and like that, it's manageable. So yeah, just watch your food. It's gonna be a big thing. You're gonna have to count things now and pay attention to all that, and but they got great programs out there and great education, so. Homie, what's going on in your grow these days? Tell us, please. The banana jealousy auto is fire main. When I was in rehab, they prescribed me something for medicine. They prescribed me a medicine for sleep. And I don't remember what it was just because I can't remember. I can't pinpoint it right at this moment. I'll remember it after, I'm sure. But I woke up with such a fucking hangover. I slept, but I woke up with such fucking hangover that I remember going out to the desk and I'm like, dudes, I'm here for alcohol. If I wanted a hangover, I want a fucking drink. Don't give me this bullshit pill that's going to make me waking up with my fucking head pounding. Holy shit. Yeah, it was awful. Learn never to say that again in rehab. I can't fucking sleep. Holy shit. Tramadol. That's what they gave me. That's what it was. And Crumbleweed did not assimilate well with that medication. Some people can take things other people cannot. Yo, people, I missed the 6:15 rip. All right, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Let's go. Cheers, cheers. Got a little housekeeping to do here. I've obviously created a slight forest fire in my freaking ashtray here, so let's get that put out. Kick said Endgame is a great indica here for sleep. The darker flower tastes great. Oh, I've not heard of it before. You want skunk, gas, fruit, last. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that, homie. Yeah, I did, Frank. I did watch that. So what's your, let me just ask you a question, Frank. What is your preference? Do you like the warm water in the bong? I've done both. I don't hate it. I like it better than the ice, I'll tell you that, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just my old throat. Could be. Momanic meds, what is up? Yo, Maine's putting Dr. Sleep from Copycat in Cocoa right now. Nice. Nice indeed. Oh, cool, Miss 420. You do both, Gene? Homie said, I'm day 43 of flower. They got less than 2 weeks left. Oh, awesome. That's freaking awesome. I'm looking forward to flipping my ladies. I really am. And thank you guys for stopping by and taking a look at them. As I said, I think they're doing way fucking better than they were, you know. And I don't know, I was nervous to top them, but I topped them, and I haven't seen them today, obviously, because my lights don't come on till, well, they're on now. But no, they're not. What is it? No, they'll come on at 7:45. So, but yeah, I'm excited. Probably about a week out from flipping to flowers, so. That's nice, John Boy, that you're now in a better place with that, with your sleep. Oh, that's fair, Frank. That's fair. Don't want to wake. You don't want to disturb them because you don't want them to come disturb you, Frank. That's the reality. We know this. Yo, good morning, Chris Cornelius. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. First time to the channel? Just curious. Well, thanks for stopping by. We are a drama-free channel. Everything here, nothing is for sale or trade. Everything we do here is for educational and documentary purposes. And it's for 21 years or older. But thanks for stopping in. Very, very nice. I could see that, the COPD, that helping with warmer water. I like the way it hits sometimes too. There are strains though that I have had in an ice bong that have really that I thought it really enhanced that whole entourage effect of everything that's going on. Yo, cool, Chris. Thank you. Minneapolis. I am upstate New York, right on Lake Ontario. Yeah, Frank likes to stay hiding. Oh, Roots Runs Deep said, I need a good excuse to call out of work with. Think of your best one and let's hear it. You know, Roots, here's one. If you can't think of anything, you can go to work, shit your pants, tell your boss you shit your pants, and what are they going to do? They're going to fucking send you home. That's an option. Last option, but that's an option. So Inu's got a question. What people like more, fruit or candy? For Inu, he said, me, I like fruit better than candy. I guess you're talking the fruity taste versus that sweet taste. Huh. Never really thought about it that way. But you know what? That is true. There's the sweet, like that candy sugary sweet. And then there's the definite fruits that you can have. Your bananas, your lemons, your shit along those lines, your strawberries. Ha ha! That's funny, Frank. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, we don't lie about our snow up here. If we were going to lie, they wouldn't bother to put us on the stupid national news. I hope that doesn't. Grower Mo, did you just say the McRib is back? That just caught my eye mid-sentence. You know who's going to be back in here talking about that soon? We'll get CEO McDonald's back in here to say, what's up to the big rib? Beans and X-Lax for breakfast it is. That's funny. The talk started on my wife's bridesmaid dress. Run with it. I used to tell him I had too much cheese in my refrigerator to come to work. Nice, Grower Mo. Oh, nice, Dragon. You're doing t-shirts and hats? Nice. You like the fruity, but you like the gassy dank the most. I get that, King Green. Yo, is that plant janitor I see? Yes, it is. OG in the house. What is up? You do that, man. You punch today right in the mouth. You knock its fucking grill out. Indeed. Have a super day and be safe, of course. That had to be crap, Lori. It does run in your genes. It does. True enough. Oh, that's a lot, Lori. Oh, and who's up on I-95? I would think so. 3 days of missing that? Yes, yes. I think I'm going to light this joint back up. Yo, fat buds. Good morning, good sir. Thanks for stopping in, hanging out with us. There's 36, 37 of us playing around in here this morning. So thank you, thank you. King Green said, I'm just south of Detroit. If you're ever close, hit me up, Minnesota. Nice indeed. Ooh. I gotta tell you, this eye is bothering the shit out of me this morning. Fucking thing feels like it's gonna fall out of my fucking head. Huh. It just doesn't want to let me see anything this morning. I blame that on Frank because we were talking about fucking eyeballs. God damn it, Frank. You haven't seen anybody else from Georgia, Frank? You know, now that you mention it, I can't think of anybody that I know from Georgia. I haven't sent any slaps to anybody from Georgia, except for you, Frank. Oh, Roots, you're right. You're right, I should. I got it right here for the next rip. Next rip, I'll flip it. I think so, Frank. I do have a appointment coming up. I just had to wait for us to spill into January, you know, so that I would be able to, because I'm not going to pay a secondary fucking whatever when they do it once a year that you can go ahead and get all your shit done, so. Huh. Hey, no problem at all, OG. As I said, you be safe out there. Oh, Scotty, you might be right. You might be right. I would have to check on that again, but you might very well be right. JC might be in Georgia. Oops. 6:29 alarm for Pappy. He'll be messaging me any moment now, I'm most certain. Yo, thanks, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, it's not any burning or anything like that. It's just, it was like when you get something in your eye and it's blurry. It was like that for almost the last half hour. Finally, it's corrected itself now. Or I just rubbed whatever was in it the fuck out of my eye. But goddamn, I feel like your shit's going away. there's Pappy messaging me good morning. Let me make sure everything's good in his world. Yep, I got just a normal good morning. So that means everything's good in Pappy's world. We'll take that as a sign to move on forwards. Yeah, Kick. We'll do our own commercials. And here we are with the stoner eye, and we can put in this medication, and now we have clear eye. We'll have our new medication called stoner eye. I'm sure, Frank, that's got to be your mission to find people. You know, Lori, I hope you can. I hope you can get off the gabapentin after your hip surgery. I really, really do. That's the biggest thing that I was thinking about when I was talking to Mrs. Wig about the gabapentin yesterday. If I was still in all the pain that I was before, I should be feeling it by now. There is no way on this small of a dose of the gabapentin I should be feeling a lot of what I felt before. So it's either been rectified between surgeries that I've had before, weight loss, and whatever the fuck else. But needless to say, I'm feeling good. So I'm hoping you get the same relief once you have your surgery. Blame it on the rug guy. No pharma for me, but probably need 100 scripts. The cannabis helps out, though, doesn't it, Fat Buds? You better be careful. You'll get stink eye, Gene. John Boy. The one that stinks, it's the one that winks. Ah, yes, indeed. Well, I was running my mouth again, and I missed the 6:30 rip, so little hydration, everybody. Flipping the hourglass. Cheers, cheers, everyone. Ba, 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 ba. That was pretty solid, I must say. Pretty solid indeed. Sip, rip, unwind. That is right. King Green smoking on Blue Mosa. Nice. Nice indeed. I currently am smoking on some Strawberry Kush with a little Master OG in the joint. Fucking YouTube gave you a strike when, Fat Buds? Like, now? Just overnight? What the fuck? I have not had the flu, Lori. Yeah, well, I'm sure you've had one before, but an actual strike? What the hell? Momanic said, smoking on some apple fritter. Frank's got Bolo Runs concentrate. Fat Bud said from his unboxing video from yesterday, what the fuck? Yeah, they have talked about the flu this year and maintained that because of because of because of COVID, even though that was X number of years ago, it fucked with their predictions on what flu strain they were going to make the vaccines for. So there's a worse flu strain out there than normal. And that's part of the problem everybody's having this year. Lori. Fat Buds, you can't post for a week? All for an unboxing video. You know, I apologize a lot of times during my lives, and I'll say to somebody, sorry, I don't do mail calls or unboxing videos usually and stuff like that. Part of it's because I don't know what I may or may not get smacked for. So I'll generally talk about the things on here, show them off sometimes and like that. But, you know, again, made me think. Just talking to Mrs. Wig about it yesterday, making a secondary channel for YouTube and seeing what type of content do they really not just bother you with. And it seems to be everything that's not cannabis, it's not psilocybin, that's not whatever. Cannabis just gets beat up so bad that we can't get the time of day on this platform. Yo, Texas Tiff, good morning. Good morning. So good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm seeing that, Fat Buds. That's a big shitty. Yeah, that's a shithole and a half. And from what I have heard, the struggle is real in trying to fight a strike. Had video in unlisted so YouTube could review. That's crazy, Fat Buds. Huh. Strike for an upcoming live stream once. I appealed and won. Oh, so you got yours for thumbnail and title? I have noticed, like, some of the stuff, if I get age restricted very, very quick, it's usually because I have something stupid in my title or I've got a picture that has actual plants in it. But everything I put up gets age restricted. So it's not that I care, because I don't. I just think it's make up our minds for us. Tell us what is or isn't going to get fucking restricted. Oh, that's bullshit, Fat Buds. That's bullshit. Give me a second, guys. Dog's got to go out. Let me just pause that.
Come on.
Alrighty. Go sit down. Ooh. You know, for being 33 outside, it's a fucking cold 33. I'll tell you that. Dang. Only Mr. Grow It. Nice, Chris. Yeah, that's true. I miss that too. That was one of the first shows that I started watching when I came on to YouTube, was a Strange Show with Matt from over there. I enjoyed that. I thought it was a good time. I thought they had a good run. Can't understand why, once again, I don't know all the particulars of why the channel's not up anymore the way that it used to be, but it's unfortunate. It goes to show that for some reason, YouTube just cannot stand the positivity of this community. And it does make you sad because it's like, holy fuck, everybody could be having 10 times more the great time that we're having on here on a regular basis. I have heard of people running into that. I will tell you something. Way back in the beginning when I first started doing lives on here, I had a situation where somebody had a handgun visible when they came up in the back, when they came up onto the live. So I was sharing screen with them. And I yanked them down off the screen because to me, that's something that I feel is a violation that I didn't want on the channel, blah, 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 whatever. So I don't know. I get that and I don't get that. Not if it's a toy. Not if it's clearly a toy. And it's, the other side of that is there's people with hunting channels. There's people with firearm channels. There's people, and it's educational. So I don't know. I don't know why I went off on that little rant for a minute. Yo, that's nice. Taking your wife some breakfast. That's cool, Gene. Awesome. You might be right, Frank. Yo, no till. What's going on, my friend? What is going on? Thanks for popping in. Callie Green, one of the first weed tubers. Yo, Dave Zoom. Reddit banned you for a week for saying someone was a terrorist. Can I ask you a question, Dave? Were they really behaving like that, or were you just busting somebody's balls? Either way, I mean, we kind of are allowed our freedom of speech. Yo, Tim Yak, good morning. Good morning, sir. How goes it? Okay, so John Boy said you can do videos of firearms, but you can't live stream a firearm for some reason. Huh. So, okay, so let me ask you a question here. So what about these big YouTubers out there that buy fucking storage units and open them up, and next thing you know, they're popping open a safe. What's inside the gun safe? It's full of fucking guns. These bastards are on there getting millions of fucking views, sponsored, fucking advertisement out the assholes, but we fucking come railing on here with a little fucking orange-tipped plastic fucking BB gun, and we get fucking spanked. All right, I'm done with that rant. Thank you, everybody. Oh, that's true. Fat Budge, that's true right there. They do. You got a point. Right, that was why I got upset about it, going back to the beginning thing. But I think that if you are having a channel that's what your focus is, maybe that shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, hold on a second here. I got to refresh on my other screen. Got a huge buffering issue right now. That did not fix that at all. Wow. That's very unfortunate, Reborn. I wasn't. Two YouTubers got into it in Vegas. One shot. Yeah. Wow. All right. Hey, Kavort, you're finally done for now? Nice. Nice indeed. You got your lights on yet, my friend? And 6:45 rip, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Little hydration. Little hydration indeed. I think I have seen that, Tim. Oh, got to feed the worms, cohort. Feed those worms. And yes, indeed, I agree, Fat Buds. And Bane. True enough. True. Boy, my hydration, I am just blasting through. My waters this morning. John Boy says, did you see where clones are the new loophole? No, John Boy, I did not. I didn't. Now, I know unless it came out later in the night and it was something that hit us here on YouTube, I did not hear about it nor see anything in the news. Doesn't mean shit, though, because I don't live on YouTube most of the time. Sometimes I do. But no, what's the, John Boy, what's that loophole? Because I would like to know. Oh, did he? All right. If Matt from ICANN talked about it, I can just search him and find it. So that's cool. Clones weren't included in the new bill. Huh. So now is it going to turn into a thing of when is a plant really a viable clone and what's the definition of a clone? And so clones don't have to have 0.03 THC. Ah, okay. So they're supposed to be considered hemp? Interesting. Very interesting. Buds are the problem. So that's kind of bizarre. Because for some states, all right, hold on a second. I got the slaps. Okay, Roots Run Deep said I got slapped in, so if you want one, or if you want some swapping, hit the email in the description. Hold on 1 second here. Let me pause this over here. Miss 420's in the back. Let's get her up here. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I went Saturday night. I started feeling very off, and I was like, "Ooh, this don't feel right." I'm like, "Oh, whoa, this," and I went straight for the bathroom all night long. He woke up and he looked at me. He said, "What's the matter with you, Dodos? Get over here and lay down, ding dong." And he's like, "What's the matter?" I said, "I've been sick all night and I don't know what's going on." Went to the emergency room and she come in and she says, "Well, it's definitely not a UTI." I said, "Well, then that's good, but that would mean flu." And she's like, no, it's definitely not the flu, but you're lucky that you're even walking today.
Well, it's good they caught it. It's good they caught it. I mean, I spent 15 years in healthcare, so it is. It's good they caught it, but it's manageable. That's the big thing.
And she told me my sugar was 300.
Yep, which is up there. That it is.
Wow. But yeah, look at the new one. This thing's so wicked. This one is so wild. Okay, what flavor first? Am I going to do blueberry haze or do we do blue dream?
Do the blueberry haze first.
Oops.
Nice.
Okay. See? Blueberry. The only problem I have with this one is you're supposed to be able to preheat it, but every time you preheat it, it ups the airflow.
Okay. So it really gets you.
Totally.
Nice.
And then we go blue dream. But that's what I like about these is I haven't noticed it. Instead of it being a sativa and a indica, it's a sativa hybrid and an indica.
Okay, nice.
So it's like you're getting double indica, but you're also getting a sativa. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That's an upper and a downer. But
it balances out, right?
Oh, yeah. When you mix it, hold on. I'll hit the blue dream now.
All right.
See the airflow.
Yeah.
And then when I click it again, it lights up. Then it goes back to blueberry haze, and then there's mix, and then I'm doing both.
Sweet. I wish I was able to do them. You know, they beat the hell out of my lungs, so I don't get to enjoy them like other people. But I'm glad you guys do. It's great flavors. I always am hearing. So.
But anyway, when I got into the ER, one of the women that was having the same symptoms as I was. I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm like, oh, wait, she's got exactly what oh, shit. You know, because, of course, you're going to instinctively think, okay, well, what she's got, I got, because, same symptoms.
Right. Yeah.
And they told her, they said, oh, you're being immediately admitted.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there like, crap. Then she comes in there and she looks at me. She bent down and she was, eye to eye with me.
Yeah.
Got home and the kiddo cooked sugar cookies.
Ah.
I looked over and he said, oh, man. He said, shit. He said, I'm sorry. I said, oh, no, it's fine. I said, it's okay. And then I reached over and I got just a pinch, not even the, just barely taste, just see how good it was.
Right.
Holy hell. You'd have thought that, the sky had, just fell, fell.
You're really going to have to be on top of that. You are, unless you want to end up like that person that got admitted immediately. So, and you don't want to be there.
But it's strange. The person that had the exact same symptoms did have what I thought I had was a UTI. Because, I didn't know nothing about sugar doing anything like that to you, making you feel like you got the flu.
Sure it can. Yep. Can do a lot worse than that. Your sugar can go both ways. You can be an uncontrolled diabetic. It can go from 34 to 400 in no time at all. So you gotta stay on top of that.
She put me on that pill. can't remember the name of it.
Metformin?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay.
500 milligrams. I don't know if that's a lot for metformin.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with dosages and like that. But hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm about 5 minutes behind in the chat right now.
Okay.
So hey, you feel better. I'm glad you got it resolved. Take your medicine.
I decided to show you the new one. You know, I always got to show you my neat little gadgets.
Absolutely. All righty. Peace.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Yo, Scottish weed grower, I saw you sneak in. What is going on? What is going on, my friend? What are we at? We are at 6:56. We got about 4 minutes till our next rip. Bum, 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 bum. Yo, Big Nug, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? Got a lot of pharma stuff. Cannabis can fuck you up. That's true. Is that Parker I see? Parker, what's going on, my friend? Cheers, cheers. Yeah, Brett, I can't. They light my lungs on fire. And I've got a handful of them that people have bought me. The only one that I ever enjoyed was there was a company out there named Stizzy. They're still around. I had one of theirs that was peach or apricot flavored, and I fucking loved it. But that was the only one. And I don't feel like buying another one, so it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Plus, I don't think I have the need for it like I did before. I used to bring it along if I went to places where I couldn't smoke cigarettes, but it's not a big deal for me right now anymore, so I can handle that. Is that Wasmond I see? Wasmond, what is going on? What is going on, my friend? Indeed, Big Nug. Indeed. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, definitely, Parker. Definitely. Sugar can make you have to lose limbs. Oh, no kidding, Cavort. Miss Amy has diabetes. Bum, 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 bum. Buckeye Treats, good morning. Good morning. That is very true. That is very true, Fat Buds. Good diet will get you off from diabetes meds. You got to be willing to put in the effort, though, on any of that stuff. Good morning, TOV. What's up? What is up? That's true. You do still have to check your sugar, Miss 420. You're just going to have to. It's a little prick. It'll be okay. Oh, Big Nug, you have diabetes? Yeah, sugars can be bad. They can indeed. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. You know, I will be honest with you, Miss 420. I should know better where the A1C is supposed to be and all that good stuff, but I do not. I know mine are in order from what my doctor said, so I don't pay attention to it. If it was something that was getting out of line, I would pay attention to it more. Ooh, Scottish, I don't know about that one. Looking for someone to point me in the right district of someone that will ship to the UK. Huh. Yeah, that's true, Chris. High fiber diet. Ooh, Parker's going to be running Bingus new strain after this run. Nice. Super nice. It is 7 o'clock, everybody. A little hydration here and then a rip. Going to swap out my bowl here. Put a nice fresh one in and say cheers, cheers to everybody in the chat, all 42 of us. Let's go. Cheers, cheers. What do I have going on in here that I'm not paying attention to? Well, thank you, Maine and Brett, if Crumblewick was not paying attention and you guys were, so thank you. You know, I've heard that a little cinnamon can help out too, but diet's such a huge thing. Nice, Root. Nice. Heather Rose, happy Monday indeed. Thanks for stopping in. Yo, Seymour, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Always nice to see you. Okay, Minnesota Magic Man said lights are moved. Turned up the intensity to 25% at 24 inches away. Nice. Momentic blowing some clouds coming through. Oh, Big Nug said apple tassie, Cavs sour, blueberry muffin, and question mark. Oh, no shit, Cavort. Nice. That's a huge one that I think we're going to see a lot more of. We started talking about that a little bit yesterday, and I was joking about it, but it is really a big thing. The processed foods. Our country is fucking out of control on processed foods. You know, and that was one of my questions was, so they want to go after processed foods with the new food upside down triangle, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But when they do that, how far are they really going to take it? Because I think they should really take a look at the processed foods, because we've got a lot of shit out there in the United States. We've got a lot of stuff in the United States that you can't buy in other countries because they've deemed it's not safe for human consumption, whether it's from red dyes or shit like that. But it's I don't know, it's a thing. No more than 4 for your outside grow. I really am looking at, for my outside grow, 2 photos and everything else autos. Hey, Scottish, thanks for popping in. Lots of love to you. You have yourself a super great day. Super, super great day. Keep chunking, popping all GAS from Humboldt. Nice. Nice, Roots. Don't take my spam. Really, Parker? Parker said, if y'all ain't seen the biggest new strain, check out Jimmy John's last night. He showed it, and it was frosty all the way up the plant. You know, I was watching that, and then for some reason, I know why I got off, because I felt like shit. That was why I got off. But, yeah, I didn't see that. Dang it. You know, that I guess that was one of my questions, Buckeye. How far back does it go? Are they going to go back and say we're just going to stop feeding the animals all this stuff and whatever? I don't know. I don't know how far back it goes, or if they just going to go after like the processed meats, the spams, the things along those lines. Maybe look at fast food a little harder. I don't know. Four is all you can run outside, fat buds? Again, something else I didn't know. I forget that people do not have the same plant counts that we do here in New York. So I'm very blessed to be living here and have that. Oh, you're holding back your Cab Sour roots. Yo, Ogo Alexandra, what is going on? Cheers, cheers. Thanks for stopping in. Parker, you won last night? Good for you. That's awesome. I think that's going to be my plan too this year. I've gone back and forth with one photo, two photos. I think I'm going to solidly go with two and then at least 3 autos. I want it to be all manageable for myself. That's a big thing too. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a big difference, Buckeye. Big difference. So you're shopping at the Amish versus going to the regular store. Oh, yeah. You know, we do have a lot of farm country up here, so getting quality beef usually isn't an issue, or, you know, chicken, you know, whether it's being you're looking for poultry, you're looking for sheep, you're looking for lamb, goat, again, whatever. It's all available up here. You know, thing is people are lazy and you generally can't go in and buy just a couple of steaks. You're buying a quarter of an animal at a time or like that. So I don't know. We grew up doing stuff like that. It's just different now because people don't do it as much anymore. Good morning, Jim Finds Peace. What's going on, my friend? Ooh, yes, fat buds. I think you hit something right there. The fucking margarine. Yep. Parker, that's pretty cool. So, up here in upstate New York, it's a little town up the road called New Haven, and they have a sportsman club there called Leather Stocking Club. It's like the oldest sportsman's club in the United States or some shit like that. But when we grew up, they used to have these big gigantic cages out in front of there. When I say gigantic, they were like 40, 50 yards long by like 20 wide, and they were all full of pheasants. I just remember that growing up, thinking of pheasants and grouse and having a farm for like that. That'd be pretty cool. Wasman said, she's fruity smelling and the frost is amazing. Big Nug, nice. No, you don't see that anymore, Buckeye. You don't. Yeah, right, Brett? If a fly won't eat it, I'm not. Yeah. Good morning, upstate. What's going on, my friend? Thanks for popping in. There's 38 of us kicking around in here right now. We are coming up on 7:10. For anybody wanting to take that 7:10 rip, I know I'll be firing up a joint for that. Yeah, my grandparents' house, they had plum trees and apricot trees and pear trees, and you know, they were just individual trees, but we'd go there as little kids and boom, fresh fruit at your fingertips. Nobody really had grapes, though, which was funny for an Italian family. We didn't have grapes, but cheers, cheers, everybody. Smoking on a little of this Master OG this morning in a joint. Oh, you just got finished with the morning chores, huh, upstate? Nice, nice. Roots has lights on. Cool. Nice, nice. No problem. You be that lurker. Do 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 do. Yeah. Could be. Could be indeed. Frank, did you check your informed delivery today? I'm curious if the post office is lying to me or not, saying that they're going to deliver your package today. I'm also glad that after, I don't know, fucking 90% of the live being blurred on my YouTube screen finally is clear. Nice job of them. You know, Cabs mentions that all the time, Ogo Alexandra. You know, he's a firm believer in everybody should be able to grow their own medicine and their own food. You know, and people don't realize the importance of that, and I think they're going to as time passes within this next year or year plus. Good morning, Bearded Buzz. We got Fields and Creeks in the house this morning. Good morning, good morning. We are all chilling out. Fat buds, fat buds. Oh, that's kind of funny, Frank. Nice. I haven't bothered to check on my end of it, but they told me at the post office, like, yeah, it'll be there on Monday. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's what I thought, Lori. Nobody says anything and tells me when the shit's going sideways with my audio or my visual. So I couldn't tell if it was just me or not, but I'm suspecting it wasn't. Oh, it's time to feed the worms, huh, Cavort? Oh, nice, Lori. Jimmy John's back from his laps. Are the birds, did the birds have to help you? Did you race them, Jimmy? Did you race those birds in that bird bath? And who won? That's what I want to know. Yo, Galaxy, good morning, my friend. Good morning, and thanks for popping in. Big Nog is back. Yo, Grower Mo, you have yourself a super fantastic day. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us, and be safe out there. Enjoy that chicken run that you're going to be working on. Indeed, indeed. Coffee does sound good right now, but we're about a minute out from the 7:15 rip. That I do have to tell you, I did actually remember to flip over the timer for this one. It's the first time I've remembered all morning long. Well, I did one, but I was at the wrong fucking time. Nice, Gavort. Gonna have a dab, smoke a cigarette, and drink some coffee. And it is 7:15, everybody. I say, cheers, cheers. Little quick hydration here. Let's go. Very nice. Very nice solid rip. Yes, indeed. Can't go wrong with that. Nope, not at all. Yeah, there's something about coffee and weed in the morning. You know, it'll be funny. I'll get up on a Thursday morning, and if I don't get up at my normal time and with my routine like I do when I get up with you guys, boy, does it alter my day a little bit. Indeed, it does. Galaxy, I haven't been over to your channel in a while. A second here. Trying to see what you've got going on. I haven't seen a whole heck of a lot lately. I think the last thing that I saw was your little see the balls. Lori said, I have a huge inkling whoever bought StreamYard recently is a giant tech or a tech giant or worse. Watch Wild Deer. Huh. It's kind of cool, Tim. Said Galaxy hasn't been making any posts. You've not been posting lately. All right. I just making sure you're doing okay, my friend. That's all. I can't say anything because aside of coming up and doing my lives, I might post once a week. You know, for a bit there, I was trying to post once or twice a week and get, shorts up there and stuff like that. And, things have gotten busy. Haven't really thought too much on what I've had to say with shorts or what I wanted to post. I think it's going to get more exciting once I flip into flower. I should have posted a lot of shorts on all the problems I was having when I just was too stupid to think about doing that, because that would have probably been great content for people to look at. Like, hey, Crumbleweek's fucking this shit up. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. We are also coming up on 720, which is 420 out in the West Coast. 850 for a year, Jimmy John. I remember you talking about that. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. There's other platforms out there, I guess. Yeah. A party live. Maybe upstate. Yo, Asematic. What's going on? What is going on, my friend? Is that Teasy I'm seeing again? Teasy. What is up? It's cool. We'll be here upstate. We'll be here till like 8, somewhere into there. Really want to make sure I got a nice freaking rip set up for the 421, which is right now, everybody, at 720, also known as 420. Cheers, cheers, everyone. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Another solid rip. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Good morning again, Seymour. Always nice to see you. Indeed, indeed. Hope everything's going well in your grow. Let's do a little transposition here. You let mom sleep till 8? Well, let me see. Mrs. Wig's off today, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because she had a 3-hour shift yesterday. I'm like, that had to be the best fucking shorty in the world to work. But she's off today, so I don't know. She'll probably sleep until 8 or 9, depending on how she's feeling, so. Jimmy John, top of the top, you boof smoker.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
That was Crumble Daughter's boyfriend shouting a cheers to everybody. Alexa, turn all lights off. Nice. Nice indeed. Must have been a good rip. I can hear the coughing all the way back into here. That's what I like. That's what I like indeed. Oh.
I didn't know what you were pointing at over there.
Indeed. You're right, Frank. I know. I saw the light come on too. All right, Frank. Hey, good luck at the bus stop. You have yourself an awesome freaking day. Thanks again for coming and hanging out with us this morning. Super, super appreciated. And the 42 other people that are kicking around in here. Thank you, thank you. Ba 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 da 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 da. Yo, John McDonald and Simple Man, what is going on, my friends? Oh, no problem, Frank. Yeah, let me know if that comes. Let me know, indeed. Oh, it just reminded me, I need a little more coffee here. And since I do have the backup thermal insulated cup, I can top this off and have some hot coffee to run in the next 20 minutes. So cheers to myself for that brilliant move. Much better indeed. Do 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 do. Bear with me, everybody. Is it too early for a bah humbug already, Rick? Oh, Rick, what's going on, my friend? It's too early for to break your bong or something like that, but maybe a bong humbug If you're out of weed and you go to light up your bong, that could be a bong humbug, but I don't want people coming in and having a shitty morning right off the get-go. I'm sorry you're in jail, Fat Buds, but yeah, make some blazing fucking content for us. And when you get out, just fucking drop it all. Make a video that says, this is fucking Fat Buds, mic drop, bitches. Holy shit. All right. You win right there, Rick. Fucking 8 degrees, snowy and icy. All right. You win. You win. Yeah, Parker. Yes, that's who it was. He was yelling, cheers. Yup. Yo, Mr. Bibbs, what's going on? What is going on, my friend? Nice. Excuse me. Syntax, you can do that for him too, can't you? You are fucking damn awesome with all that AI stuff. More power to you, though. More power to you. It's freaking awesome. I do very minimal AI stuff. I use it for my Friday night, late night breakfast, little icons there or thumbnails. And that's about it. Simple Man said, I was thinking, do they call you that because you like the crumble? No, how I ended up with this name is so stupid, Simple Man, but I'll tell you real quick anyway. I got in a big fight with Cash App trying to get a fucking name that I wanted cannabis related. So I did Daddy Bong Legs. I did all sorts of cool shit. And all of them were taken. So finally, Cash App turns around and's like, hey, motherfucker, here's a name for you. You can be Crumblewig. And I started laughing because I'm bald. I ain't got no fucking hair. So I'm like, hey, I'll take that. So that became my Cash App name, was Crumblewig. And then when I decided to come on here for YouTube, I said, fuck, that's unique. Maybe somebody will remember it. And I added the 420 on the end of it. So that's where my stupid name came from. It would be cool. I do like Crumble, though. I do like Crumble a lot. I digress. I could have just answered it and told you that. Takes a long time. I'm sure it does, Syntax. I use the very simplistic version of AI that I can. Yo, cheers, Wasman. Cheers, cheers indeed. I have found that if I am trying to do anything, I don't use the word weed. I use the word cannabis, and it often will do what I want. Oh, I think he's getting ready to go with work. I will next time. I think he's getting ready to go to work, but next time I'll have him come do a rip with us. Hold on a second. Foo daughter. Oh, nobody's answering me now. I know. He came and he stood there over to the side and yelled cheers. Well, I don't want to have another incident like when Crumble's sister came up, though. Wouldn't be that way with him. But with her yelling, I burnt my trachea. Yeah, we won't have that. But nice. Huh. Yo, Doko Grow, good morning and a great Monday to you as well. Cheers, cheers. It is 7:30, everybody. Nice. Another nice solid rip. Can't go wrong with that. Of course, we'll do a little sip and rip. So, Crumblewigg's always realizing things, and I'll call it all better late than never. But I've had some challenges with the heat in my tent, heat and humidity in a roundabout manner. When we had that cold snap up here, my fucking humidity dropped so bad, that I was having a hard time pushing it up out of the 30s. So suddenly I get my tent dialed in, not really pushing any extra heat in it, but I'm in there the other day and I realized my heat is considerably up from what I usually have in there. Trying to figure out what's going on, I did inadvertently shut off my filter. When I shut off my filter, it's allowing the humidity and the heat to go up in the tent, giving me a much more pleasant environment for my plant. So I have it set up now to go on and off at trigger times, which I think is going to make life a little easier for myself. I was talking about that with Maine last night, and he's like, you should really automate that. So for that one, that's not a hard one. That one I was able to figure out last night, Maine. So I did do that. I still need to do my, there's still more I need to tie into that. That's funny, Simple Man. Simple Man said I'm late today, but it's okay because I am the boss. Hey, you have a super good day. Respect indeed. You have an absolutely outstanding one at work. Yeah, as I said, I started fucking with it last night when I was chatting with you, Maine, and then I think I was actually laying in bed last night and I was like, oh man, I better check this out and make sure everything's going all right. And sure as shit, it was. Yeah, the fan's on right now because my humidity had went way up. Let's do it that way. Nice. Perfect. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. So Maine's going to be cold enough for any more fishing this week, or you got to wait for a little more snow to come down? Because I figure you probably want to scoot out there on your snowmobile so you can blaze ass all over the ice. Just don't break it this time, man. Yeah, Fat Buds. Crumble's a bit of a moron sometimes. We've discussed this before. I do crumble tard things, and I've had a difficult time getting my controllers to function the way I want them to. And I'm sure it's just something I'm doing, but I'm making progress at least one thing a week. But yes, it's definitely a different type of winter here on the East Coast. Yo, Fabian, good morning. Gmail, Crumble, I like that. Good morning, not Gmail. Hey, Crumble, Gmail. It's like, shit, I better go check my mail. Fabian's coming in fucking hot. Nice, Wasman, nice. Yo, good morning, Souza. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for stopping in to see us. Thank you so much. You know, as I have maintained before, if you enjoy some peace and tranquility and, you know, as I say for the crumble self, some therapy, go hang out over at Go With The Flow Farms page. So nice, so peaceful, so relaxing, so pleasant. You really need to. There's lots of kitty cats, and you see birdies, and you might see possums, and you see doodling and artwork and all that good stuff. So, oh, you have to adjust your sensors individually, Lori? See, for a while I did that. When I first started, I used the Inkbird sensors, and I actually liked those a lot. And then everybody was like, oh, you need to get the fucking ACI, you know, controller, which I did. So, I don't know. Oh, you just finished your 5th drawing? Nice. Nice. Big shout out to the 50 people that are kicking around with us in here right now. So, you know, that's the big thing with the VPD. So let me just throw a question out there, because there's a lot of different things that I've been concerning myself with this grow. You know, so let me just ask a question about VPD, make sure that I understand this correctly. So, you can pick a number for your VPD, whatever your desired number is, but you can manipulate that by having a reasonable proximity between your relative humidity and your temperature. So let's say, how do I want to phrase this? You could have it with a lower temperature. Nah, never mind. Firm believer on leaf offset. Yeah, there's so many different things that you can. Turning up your lights too high will cause taco leaf as well. Yeah, we were talking about that here earlier, Bearded. That we were. I don't know. Crumble's high ass was going somewhere with that, but never mind. Yes, okay. Thank you, Big Nug. As I said, my high ass was drifting somewhere with that. No. I know that the wait a minute. Change the VP numbers you're trying to. That is kind of what I was trying to say, because I made the comment in the middle of one of my grows that, hey, wait a minute. Yes, that's the thing. The plant wants the hotter temperatures, but you could still have your VPD look like it's right, but it's not the optimum for your plant. I guess that's what I was trying to say. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just talking about what I've observed. You know, doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right at all. Okay, so upstate said I'm sitting at 85 degrees, 58% humidity, and I'm at 162 VPD. Okay. Yeah, my high ass would have never got there upstate. Never. Yo, good morning, Jack. Hobo Hideaway is in the house. You know, I want to pop this up because I really want to see this. Oh, that's cool. And they got printable charts too. Oh, that's freaking awesome, Fat Buds. Thank you. Thank you indeed. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. We'll see if I can connect back to the tent at the end of the hall, which I might not be able to because I can hear lots of Bluetooth stuff down the fucking hall going off right now. Yeah. What am I missing here? 168. Yes, I have one, Fat Buds. I love mine. And they aren't $1 million either. You can pick them up at Harbor Freight. Those infrared thermometers, yeah, they're like $20 there. And you'll find a lot of uses for them, not just that. You can shoot your banger with it if you're hitting it with a torch to see when you get to the temperature you want to get to. You can check your leaf offset. You can check to make sure heat or cold is coming out of your vents. A lot of things. Yo, that's nice upstate. I wish I could get up to that. I just can't. And especially not in the fucking winter. I mean, I can't get my tent hotter than my lung room, even with just with pushing the air through it, even with my lung room, because my lung room's never going to be higher than 70. No, I agree, upstate. I agree. I would love to be. And you know what? Yes. Could I turn around and have an electrician come in, rewire that fucking room so I could jam the shit out of it? But what's my trade-off also? You know. That is true, upstate. You made the girls sweaty. That's cool, though. Thank you, Fat Buds. Yo, Big Terp. What is going on, my friend? What is going on? Upstate use all AC Infinity? Nice. Yo, we are coming up on 7:45. Make sure we got a nice bowl here to address this delightful fucking rip with as we are rolling up on 8 o'clock. Boop, 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 boom, 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 boom. Good morning, Cab. How are you doing today? Very nice to see you. Hope you have had an awesome freaking weekend and that Monday is treating you well already. Yeah, upstate. I'm sure that makes a big freaking difference. Cheers, cheers, everyone. It is 7:45. Little hydration. Nice indeed. It was a solid fucking rip. Super solid rip. It's gonna make me wow. No, that was good. Bum, bum, bum. Excuse me. Just doing a little housekeeping here as I'm sitting here. Cleaning out a couple of bowls that I didn't as we've been tearing through this glorious morning here. Think I will swap these out once more. Have a nice fresh bowl for the 8 o'clock rip. Yo, is that Mary I see? Good morning, Mary. How are you doing today? And most of all, how is Rob doing this fine morning? Hopefully he slept well. Yes, indeed, Sousa. Some good hits. Yo, Andrew, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Indeed, Mary. Oh, nice. Nice. Maine's going to try to go live tomorrow. If anyone's interested, absolutely. Watch me some good ice fishing. Nothing wrong with that. So here we are running right up on 8 o'clock. What does everyone have going on today? We are, of course, at the beginning of the week. Anybody got any big plans, awesome stuff going on? I have a feeling this is going to be a very productive week for Crumbleweed and household. So I don't know if anybody realizes it yet, but I think so. I think it's, I don't know, we're almost halfway through January already. There's a little bit of a kick in the ass. We'll be halfway through January by the end of the week. So I guess it's time to just move forwards and move on. Same thing I do every day working on my plants. Oh, you're off this week, Parker? Nice. Good for you. Good for you. Flipping to flower tomorrow. I got about another week before I'm going to flip to flower. Love you too, Crumble Daughter. You too. See you later, Jack. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice indeed. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know how much ice you had now, Maine. Now you got over a foot of ice? That's no fucking joke. Crumble would go out on that. Crumble's ass could go out on that, no problem at all. And not be afraid, I don't think. Oh, that's your plan for the summer, going outdoors with that, Big Nug? Nice. Nice indeed. That's crazy. That would creep me out a little bit, seeing people railing around on a lake or something on their in their cars. I mean, I remember it very vaguely from the early 70s, because I was only like 7, 8 years old, but when most of Lake Ontario froze. Yeah. What am I reading here and missing? You remember those days? Yeah. No problem, Andrew. No problem at all. I know it is nuts driving on ice. What is Angie saying here? I'm getting dressed, about ready to hit my Smoke Perp Search from Chief and Sessions channel giveaway. Nice. Thanks for listening along, Angie. Much appreciated. Maine doing that ice road trucker shit. It's kind of funny, Cavs. Yeah, again. Oh, it was a giveaway from Mike Yogo. It was his products and they're awesome. That is great. That is super great, Angie. Yeah, I did not know. That's cool. You know, as I said, I have not gone ice fishing before. Back when Crumbleweed used to trap when he was a little kid, I fell through the ice. And yeah, so I don't know. Once that happens, it's not a fun time to be out there anymore. So I know, confront your fears. I don't need to. Not at 60. Fuck that. Not at all. That's the thing, though, Maine. Absolutely. You know, it's something that you love doing and do it while you can. Absolutely. I bust balls about it, but anybody who has a passion, a love for something, yeah, absolutely. Do it as long as you can. Make the best of it. Don't let anybody tell you if I can't, so you're good and ready to say, hey, I can't. Long story short, Ogo told me he did the short, and when I looked for it, he hadn't uploaded it yet. That's kind of funny, Cavs. It's kind of funny indeed. Boy, Crumbleweed's really got the high going on again this morning, just like yesterday. Man, I'm loving it, to tell you the truth. You know, I kind of, let me pause here a second. Buckeye Treat says, definitely understand. I got stuck on a roller coaster when I was younger. Never been back on one since. Yeah. I have heard good things about the Athena Bible. I know Maine swears by it. Indeed. Gonna wait till Logo posts the link now? That's probably safe, Cavs. Just reading the chat, guys and girls. You know who I noticed I didn't see again this morning is JC. Hope she's doing all right. I think she said she overslept yesterday. So hopefully she's doing well. Well, thank you, Mary. I appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out with us. Excuse me. I'm just ripping out that joint a little bit and it lung punched me. That does happen. My brain gets ahead of my lungs and I'm like, ooh, yeah, you want that, man. And it's like, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So we are coming up on 8 o'clock. So I will start saying now a big, huge thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody for hanging out this morning and engaging in some absolutely tremendous chats and conversations. Hey, Fino, what's going on, my friend? What is going on? How is everything in the wonderful world of Fino Dino, aka Larf Haters Club? Fat Buds, thank you so much for, God damn it, so much for coming in and hanging out with us. What is this telling me? Cabs is saying, Wiggy, Uncle Polly is trying to add you on Instagram. Gosh darn it. Give me 1 second here. A second. Got it. All right. Thank you, Cav. I just did that. Now I'm going to have to go back there later and see what I just accepted because Crumble does so little on Instagram. I'm going to get better at it. Promise all you guys. Oh, breakfast with Sunny today. Nice. What are we having for breakfast, Andrew? Yo, indeed, Buckeye. Everybody have a great day and stay high. Yes, yes. All right. There we go. There is. Nice. Perfect. Plants of Our Lives at 8:30. There's the link. Cool. Nice. Nice. So, big shout out to everybody. Bacon and scrambled eggs with some of his fresh made bread. Fresh made bread would be like the end of me. Just give me half a loaf and a stick of butter. I like that Kerrygold butter. I don't know if you guys like that. Comes usually 2 sticks in a fucking thing. Stuff's a fortune, so I never buy it, but I like it a real lot. It's like that and some of the Amish butter I really like too. But alrighty, everybody. Let's do this rip. And big cheers and big thank you for everybody coming in and hanging out with us. Yes, Cabs, the Irish butter. Yes, absolutely. All right, everybody. Big thank you. Cheers. Get out there. Spread some love today. Be kind. We need so much more kindness out there in the world. So reach out in your community, be it in your community, real life, in your community throughout YouTube, and just spread that love. Have a great day and keep on moving forwards. Peace, everybody.